Jo Bangles here, President of Melbourne Dykes OFF Bikes. Just wanted to introduce some of our members. So really looking forward to this. It's something that we've been thinking about doing for a while, but it's kind of tricky because so many of our members work so much, so to actually fit this in has been quite tricky. So now, you know, you can take the good with the bad. So as shitty as the situation is at the moment, we've actually got some time to do some cool stuff with our members. So every Monday night we're going to go live from our homes. This is my home here in Geelong. And just chat to some of our members. We've got some incredible women in our club. So we want to take this opportunity and introduce them to you. We've got a lot of people online. We've got Susie. G'day, Susie. We've got the leaders. The leaders, what an awesome group the leaders are. They are another motorcycle group in Melbourne that rode with us in Pride March. So g'day to all the leaders if you're watching. Wow, we've got a heap of people coming online. This is fantastic. This is really cool. Sev's online. Deadly Sister. Cool name. Sister Dread. Sister. Excellent. So I'm gonna get Lizzie on the line now. I just gotta work out how to do this. I'm not techno savvy here. Lizzie Bear, there you are. Here we go. Lizzie's gonna jump online. Are you there, Liz?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Yeah, good, thanks.
A nice flag in the background. Loving it. Fantastic. Looks like the line's a bit slow there. The connection's not the greatest. That's okay. You there, Liz?
There. How you doing? I identify she.
Well,
I've got my vest on. Can you see that?
I can't hear you properly. You're breaking up a bit for me.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Absolutely. There you are.
I'll yell.
How are you? Good? Excellent. What have you been up to?
In there. Just trying to get online remotely, so this is all a new learning curve for me. But we're all healthy here.
I'm having trouble hearing you, Lizzie. What about our viewers? Can other people hear Lizzie? Let me know if you can or you can't. We've got TK on the line.
Yeah, can you hear me, TK? Can you hear me?
Lizzie, you're all blurry.
Can you hear me?
Cutting out a bit. Yeah, no, some people can't hear. We've got a bad connection from wherever you are, Lizzie. Are you able to, you're on your phone, are you able to move maybe?
Yeah. Move the phone.
Yeah.
Flag in the
You can tell we're tech savvy.
Yeah.
This is gold.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. It's breaking
that
up a
better?
little bit.
Alright, maybe I'll go outside. Let me go outside. Alright.
Yeah, go outside, mate.
Come with me. Follow me.
All right. I'll wait here.
Alright, thanks, mate. I'm going to go outside because the connection's not... Alright, is it getting any
Looks
better?
like we're getting a tour of your house as well.
It was for sale, but I had to take it off the market.
Yeah, it's not the best time, eh?
Nah. Alright, here we go.
That's better.
Better?
Yeah. Still a bit blurry, but your vocal's not breaking up, so that's good. You'll be able to sing us a song now.
Oh, do you really want that? Oh, we're trying to get people to.
Why not? Why not?
All right, let me try and get set up here. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Very good. Well, why don't we take it from the top? Let's start again. Can you introduce yourself?
All right, so I'm Lizzie Bear. I joined the Dykes OFF Bikes in 2018. I identify as she or her or hey you. I've had a great time. I've been with the club. I've met lots of awesome people. We've formed really good bonds and connections straight away. So no regrets there.
So you joined in 2018.
That's right.
Yeah, and how long have you been riding for?
I pretty much got my learners and joined straight away.
Yeah.
Of course, I knew you beforehand, Joe, and I knew Beck and a couple of others, and I just thought, you know, every time I saw the Dykes OFF Bikes in parades and things like that, I was so excited. And, you know, sometimes I'd see you setting up and I'd be too scared, not scared, but shy to come and say hello. So
yeah, right.
It's real now that I'm part of it. So it's really cool.
Oh, we've absolutely loved having you a part of it. And it's interesting because I look back on a lot of the photos, you know, from our parades and our times out, and you've always got one of the best photos out of the whole crew. Just you can just see that sheer joy coming out of you, like, and it's amazing to see. Yeah. No worries. How'd you find out about Dykes OFF Bikes? Like, what was your first experience? Like, did you see us at a Pride March, or like, how did you know we even existed?
I'd heard about it just around. This is probably even before I came out. And then I think the first time I saw you guys it would have been at the St Kilda Festival a few years ago. And that's when I was a bit too shy to come and approach you guys. But then, I've just, you know, if you remember a screeching voice at any of your marches, that's me. When you guys...
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
They're all our fans, though. We love it.
Yeah, I was the biggest fan. It was really cool, and it was so that whole era of my life, that whole chapter was so exciting, and you guys are a big part of it too.
Wow, that's really cool. We absolutely love having you around the club. As I said, you know, like those photos, but you carry that joy wherever you go. So that energy that you bring with you to the club is it's addictive, and we've absolutely loved having you around the club. So it's really, really cool. Yeah. Can you tell us a bit about your bike?
Well, it's friends at work were going for their bike license as well, and I thought I'd hop on board. And I didn't really know much about bikes, although I did ride a mini bike when I was little. My uncle had a mini bike. We used to take it out in the paddock when I was little. Yeah. But apart from that, I didn't know much about them. And some friends at work bought Honda 300s. So I thought, I'll do a Honda 300. And, you know, I do love it, but I'm looking for something a bit more beefy now. So I've got a Honda 300R naked, and it's got a red tank on it. Did you want to have a look?
We'll have a look in a minute. Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't we? And so when you get a new bike, are you going to do what most of us do and still keep the original?
Yeah, I'd love to, because it's really zippy traffic.
It's hard to get rid of your first bike. Like, it took me ages to get rid of my first one, and then I bought another one and completely stripped it and repainted it and stuff. There's photos of it around. But it's like the full Bob Marley, like the tank, and it's got Bob Marley on the tank and everything like that, and it's really cool. And I mean, the paint job's worth way more than what the bike. It's just an old 90s Virago thing, like, and how I kept up with people on that bike, I'll never know, but I did.
That's how I feel bike.
And I've still got it in the shed, and I'm thinking I might see if when the Pride Centre opens, if I might donate it to them to put it in the archives or something. So but anyway, that's another story. Cool. So have you got any idea of what you might get next?
Yeah, I was looking at Millsy's V-Star.
Millsy's another member of ours.
Yeah. Mills is she the treasurer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was looking at getting hers because, as you know, she's got a new Indian.
Yes,
So,
nice bike.
yeah. I was looking at getting the V-Star 650, but of course distance is a bit of an issue, especially now. And plus I have on the market. So, you know, I'm still interested. If it's still up for sale, I'll sort that out. But as you know, I got my license a couple of years ago, so I'm a little bit restricted in what I can get, and her bike would be perfect.
And the V Stars, they're reliable. Like they just go
That's
forever. They really do, and they're a popular bike. Yeah. No, I think that'd be a good choice for your next move up. And then what's your dream bike? Like so after you
like it is an Indian because they're just fucking awesome. Am I allowed to say that?
Why not? It's our page. We can do what we want.
That's awesome, and I'm really interested in the cream and burgundy one.
So the Scout, like what Millsy's got?
Yeah, she's got the green and the cream. I think.
Yeah.
Then she got the burgundy and cream, but I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
But when we did the ride with the World's Women Relay, someone had an Indian then, and I fell in love with it from that day forward.
They're beautiful bikes.
Right there.
Yeah. We've got some V-Star fans online. We're just seeing some comments come through. Fee owned a V-Star 650. TK, it looks like TK's having a go at Harleys.
Yeah.
Reliable, not like those damn Harleys, lol. Kay and Sky, love you to bits. See you on the other side of all this. And Rexy boy. So that's Millsy and Sky's friend. Indians are popular in DOB. Yeah, we've got a couple of Indians and we've got a couple of Harleys now. There was a whole time in the club we didn't have any Harleys at all.
Really? That's surprising.
I think we had one or two in the early days when DOB Melbourne first started, and then we had none for years, and now we've got like
hockey or
I don't know. We've got like 5 or 6 Harleys in the club now. Like the Streety 500s have become quite popular. Of course, you can ride them on a restricted license. Yeah, you learn from that. So yeah, they've come around. They're quite popular in the club. So yeah, well, hopefully you'll be riding your Indian in a Pride Parade one day.
Oh, that's my dream, mate. My dream.
Oh, mate, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Maybe up in Mardi Gras, hey?
Oh, that would be sensational. If that was the first match that I was in with that'd tick all the boxes.
That'd be pretty amazing, wouldn't
it?
Yeah. Okay, so that covers a little bit about the club. I just want to ask you a few other questions. Like, we want to get to know you as well. Like everyone knows that DOB, we all women who love women and we love our motorbikes, and that. But more so than that, take away the bikes, take the helmet off, and who is Lizzie? Like what do you do? Do you, when did you come out? How long have you been out for and stuff like that? Are you comfortable talking about that stuff?
Absolutely.
No worries.
Look, the first girl crush I had, I was in grade 6, and her name was Tracy Kidd, and I'll never forget her. But I went to a Catholic school. My parents are immigrants, and they were very strict, like to the point that, you know, even when I was working as a teenager, if the girls and I wanted to go out dancing or whatever, go to the discotheque, I'd have to be home at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it was full on. It was difficult. So I always tried to suppress it. And I always thought, because of my Catholic upbringing, I thought, I'm being tested by God, and then a light switch will go off and then I'll be heterosexual. So, of course, that was just all gobbledygook like fairy tales. And this is... So it was a difficult process coming out, but I recommend to anyone who's in the position that I was in then, just do it, be yourself, because it eats away at you pretending to be something that you're not.
Yeah.
And I've not been happier since. Like, I am who I am. I'm me. I think that we're really fortunate now that we're in an era that it's become acceptable, whereas before it was tough times. So I wish I had done it, but then at the same time, I wouldn't have my 3 gorgeous kid-old children. So
yeah,
swings and roundabouts, but it was tough.
Yeah, and how was it like with your kids and stuff like that when you come out? Like, how'd you go?
They were the most accepting out of everyone. And they were the ones that I was most afraid of losing.
Yeah, of course.
Out of everyone. So, and that's a credit to that generation as well.
Yeah.
I think they are more accepting. They're not as bigoted as some of the previous generations. So I'm really lucky in that regard. But Mum and Dad have been really a tough nut to crack. And to this day, it's still a bit of a struggle, but they have met my current partner, Dee, who's also in the club.
Yeah.
So we're making little baby steps.
Yeah.
And they've finally accepted the situation. But there's still a long way to go.
So how old are your folks now?
They're in their 80s.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So,
it's a tough time for them at the moment too, isn't it, with everything that's going on?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
sorry, go on.
No, you going around you able to see them or take some groceries to them or anything, or?
No, luckily I've got a younger brother. The reason why it's not safe for me to go there is because, as you know, Jo, I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
And up until recently, I was working with kids in the classroom, and I'm just waiting for that 14 days to pass before I know that I'm completely clear. Because kids can't help themselves. They sneeze on you, they pick their nose, they touch the surfaces. So I've just got to be really careful, and I don't want to be responsible for them passing on.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
Yeah, but my brother.
That's what I was going to ask you next, like about your job. Like, so as you just mentioned, you're a school teacher. What age kids do you teach, and what do you teach them? What subjects?
All right, so I teach special needs students. So it's high school, so it ranges from 11 to 18, sometimes 19, because we allow kids to have an extra final year. Some of them don't like to move on, so we give them that having an extra year. And my main subject is food technology, which is great. Applied learning. It's hands-on, and they love it. And if they're a bit naughty, I just say, well, you're not going to eat, and then they're good. I've got a little bit of power in that regard. But I've also taught respectful relationships, which is new in the curriculum, and that's to curb domestic violence. Yeah. That's just to get in early with the kids. Personal and social development, maths, that's science.
So how are you going now? Like, because I was talking to you the other night about you got to develop all this kind of online stuff, and then I guess there'd be challenges there with special needs kids as well. How are they adapting?
Well, we've had to do an audit to see who's actually got access to the internet, because some of the kids won't have access.
Yeah.
I have done like an activity package. It's got a few different recipes and word searches and links to quizzes, which is it's an academic site, but it's like a gaming platform for them. So for them, they're learning, but they're fun at the same time. Yeah. So and I guess the others we're going to have to email them. Post them some activity booklets, and the others we're working on Zoom, so we can classroom set up that way. But for my subject, it will be difficult because I don't know what they've got in the cupboards to cook with. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've got to be able to have the ingredients there, whereas in reality, I'm able to provide that for everyone.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
Tricky, isn't it? Maybe some of our viewers could come up with some ideas,
That'd be great.
Like I was saying, you could do a bit of a pantry challenge, try and pick something that most people would have in their pantry. And
that was a good question, Jo. Have a mystery box. Pantry goods.
Yeah, well, there's always some staples in there, isn't there? Like, you can make pancakes for breakfast. Most people have flour, milk, and eggs. So, I mean, eggs have been a bit of a challenge at the moment, and flour though, haven't they? So, but yeah. Anyway, that'd be fun.
Yeah, long.
And how are you adapting to having to work online?
It's been a bit scary. I need to be more confident when introduced to these things. And like tonight is, it's another great learning curve. I've not done this before, so I had
Absolutely.
Danielle, I was a bit of a nervous wreck, wondering if I was going to get on or not.
Well, you can't tell. You're doing it like a pro.
It was really easy. So, look, it's not the way we want it to be, but everyone's got to be safe, and we don't really have much choice. I just hope this shit is over with sooner rather than later.
Yeah. We've got some suggestions from 11 Snooze. We've got toasted sangers.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Apparently flour is a challenge in Shep. What else have we got on here? You're a legend, mate.
Oh, that must be to you, Joe.
Nah, that's definitely, it's all you, mate. All you. This is your night tonight. You're amazing. They are so lucky to have you as their teacher.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
That's the truth. Wow. Yeah, you're doing so great, Lizzie. You've got some fans out there. Look at this. Good work.
Be able to do what I do. Like, it's not many people get to have their dream job. This is my dream job. So I'm very fortunate.
Yeah, sounds like it. And the kids are very fortunate, by the sounds of it, to have you in their lives. So
thanks,
that's amazing. Yeah. So you're based in Melbourne. Have you always been in Melbourne?
Yeah, I grew up in Forest Hill. Some people don't know where that is, but it's sort of around Vermont, Blackburn area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I grew up there. I haven't really been around that much. Moved out to Berwick when I got married.
Yeah.
I'm in Beaconsfield at the moment, and as I mentioned before, I had my house on the market to try and get back. Area, but the shit's hit the fan, so I'll just have to be patient and wait it out.
Yeah. It's just teaching us some patience, isn't it? This at the moment. Yeah. All right. So I've got a few more questions here to get through, and there's a couple of curveballs in here too. And I don't know, but I've been doing a bit of research, and I've stalked your Facebook page and stuff.
Oh, my mum's
calling. So I've got a couple of curveballs to throw in here, and I see that you're a bit of a Kiss fan back in the days. Yeah, the Kiss Dynasty album.
Yeah.
How cool is Kiss? Have you seen them live?
Yeah, it was the first concert I ever went to, and at the time it was FL Park in Waverley. Do you remember that?
Oh, I don't remember the concert, but I remember the place. Yeah.
So, and I was 13, and I remember I was only allowed to go because I was with my older cousins.
Yeah.
And my parents said to me, do not leave them, and if you need to go to the toilet, go with Sue, who was another cousin. You go together, right? So, of course, she needed to go to the loo. Everyone was just it was like a big picnic ground.
Yeah.
To go to the loo, and I was waiting, and it felt like there was a fucking stampede, right? So it was finished, and we've come out, and everyone's just left their shit and have lined up to go in, including my other who had our tickets. And we couldn't buy it. Oh, mate, we were bawling, and I don't know how Dad came to check on us somehow and bought us a couple of tickets off scalpers.
Oh, because you could back in the day. Yeah. They didn't have, was it, Buy Go back then?
Yeah. So, we met in, but they got right up the front. We were stuck right at the back. I was so pissed off. So every time I see them, I remind them of what asshole cousins say.
It's the old story. You can't pick your family.
That's right.
So, what year would that have been that you saw him? How old were you? 13.
I was 13, and I'm 52 now.
So I'm just thinking, like now for a concert like that. Oh no, I suppose you don't have to be 18. Some concerts you do, don't you? But probably not Kiss.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, because I think maybe a lot of concerts now have alcohol sold at venues. So maybe you do have to be 18 plus. But I think so, lots of parents went and took their daughters to see things like Katy Perry and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
but that was the
I
good
remember
times.
my first concert was Public Enemy at Festival Hall, and I was, I think, 14, and I was only allowed to go because my big brother was going and he took me. So, yeah, I've got very fond memories of that, and I've also still got the ticket. I'm a mad collector of like music memorabilia, so yeah, so I've still got the ticket. It was '89, I think, something like that. So yeah, I've seen a lot of good bands at Festival Hall over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, all right. So you mentioned also before your partner, Dee.
Yeah, Delicious Dee.
Delicious Dee. So, and Dee's also a member of Dykes on Bikes Melbourne. Hopefully we'll be able to get maybe Dee on at another stage and have a chat. We could have brought her in together. We could have done an interview of his together, but that's okay.
Sadly, she still works.
Dee's also a very special woman because Dee's actually working on the front line at the moment, isn't she? Dee's a nurse.
Right.
Yeah. Are you able to tell us a little bit about that and how she's going?
Yeah, well, Delicious Dee, she's working very hard. She started off her career as a nurse. She's become an infection control consultant. So she's working very long hours. She works on the weekend, just trying to keep everyone safe and organise guidelines for our safety and that of her staff. There's 900 staff at the Austin.
Looks like we've just got something here. Sorry, Dee is here online from work. Kiss.
I love you.
Cute.
I love you.
And thank you, Dee, for all your amazing work. And thank you to all your colleagues. You're doing just incredible work at the moment. We appreciate you all.
Yes, absolutely. She's tirelessly. She's under an enormous amount of stress.
Yeah.
So she's going to deserve something special when all this shit is over with.
Oh, ain't that the truth? Yeah. So how long have you been together?
We've been together for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've known her for a lot longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you live together?
No, we live separately. She's in Bundoora. She's got a mum that lives around the corner.
Yeah.
Elderly. So Dee, she works hard, even when this crisis isn't happening. She works a full-time job, then she goes and checks on her mum, and then she gives herself some time, which there's not much time left after that. So, and I'm here with my kids, although Ben just moved out a couple of weeks ago, so I've just got Danny with me now.
Yeah, right. So is Dee still able to check on her mum at all, or not? Because she's working.
She's very careful. And she knows all the social etiquette, like, sterilisation when you walk into the front door and all that sort of stuff. So
absolutely.
She's careful. And her mum's very lucky to have her too.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing. So that kind of leads me into another question because that to me, that's Dee and the work that she's doing is very inspiring. And I want to know who inspires you. Like, we obviously know that Dee does, but who have you got, that inspires you and why?
Does it have to be one particular person? Because
not at all.
Yeah, I think anyone that is selfless, that is giving of others, inspires me. And that's what, like, before I got into this field, I worked in an office, which is cool. But I decided one day that I want to give back to the community. And I looked up to those people that did that. So, anyone that's kind, that gives to the community, like the Fred Hollows Foundation, he's an inspiration to me.
Yeah, he does incredible work.
Yeah. And his name
organisation. Yeah.
All those
nice one. Good answer.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Great answer. Tell us something about yourself that our audience won't know.
Well, look, I'm pretty transparent, so there's not much that you wouldn't know. I've got a small belly button. Does that cut it?
What do you mean by small?
It's like itty bitty. Like, you're not going to know it, are you?
Well, because you said that, nearly everyone online is going to go, what do you measure small against? Do you know what I mean?
Little pinprick. You know what? I'll take a photo of it and I'll put it on the Dykes OFF Bikes Facebook page, all right?
You're a classic. That's gold. Yeah, all right. We'll do that for the viewers online. There's so many laughing faces coming in. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, so good. Tell us about something you love and why.
Apart from my Delicious D.
You were going to go straight for Delicious D.
Yeah, Delicious D. I love Delicious D. I love cooking and I made that part of my work. And the reason why I love it is because growing up with my grandmother, she's Greek and she's all about, you know, cooking and starting things from scratch. Like she used to mince her own meat and stuff like that. And just all those smells. And like when I cook now, sometimes, you know, I like to replicate those smells. It takes me back in that time.
Yeah.
So that is my passion. That's what I love. And my job. I love my job too.
So good. I remember earlier, last year when we all went, all the DOB crew, we went to Cape Patterson for a weekender and we had a mountain of food there and we all kind of had this production line of, you know, like peeling veggies and chopping them up and cooking all this meat on the Webbers and stuff like that, and you were straight in there, hands on.
Yeah,
it's really good. Yeah, you can absolutely tell that you love it.
Yeah, I had to try and not step on Pat's toes because she's awesome as well, and she's been here a lot longer.
Pat's our chief barbecuer.
That's right.
Yeah, every time. All right, so let's go to the other end. Tell us about something you hate and why.
I really, really hate rude people.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it. There's no reason to be nasty or rude to anyone, or condescending. So, you know, like if there's a janitor at work and I see someone higher up be rude to that person, I just want to headbutt them. It just fucking pisses me off. Yeah, and a smile costs nothing. So I think rude people, I think a lot of the time they're just trying to elevate themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that and bullying. I got a lot of bullying when I was at school as well because my parents are European.
Yeah.
I had to protect my brother, so maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But yeah, I hate rude, nasty people.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally understand that. I understand the bullying part too. Like me myself, I got bullied a lot through primary school and high school because I was always one of the tomboys and I always got picked on for that. And I always hung out with the boys, you know, they were all my best mates. I just fit more in with all the guys and playing footy. They
did fun stuff, didn't they? Like they footy and I didn't want to play.
It was the best. It was the best. I remember when I was only young and there was a couple of people in my class, a couple of girls, and they were carrying on. They used to pay out on me bad one time, and I just lost my shit one time. And I got up out of my chair and I picked up my chair and I threw it at her. I don't know how old I was. It was probably like 12 or 13 or something. It was like when I first started high school. So
did you get in trouble?
Yeah, I had to stay back in detention, and my nan come over and picked me up like from school, and she come over, and of course the teacher was having a chat to her, and I'll never forget me nan turned around and said, "Oh, well, they probably bloody deserved it."
Oh, good. Good on, I love your nan.
She's the best. She was the best. Yeah. But no, I had a pretty rough time in high school too, but yeah, that's all in the past now.
That's good. I'm just going to switch that light on. Yeah, that's good. And yeah, so I'm a big advocate for anti-bullying.
Yeah, good.
So,
yeah.
I'll like that. Yeah,
are you going to show us your bike?
Oh, if you want, I was just putting the outdoor light on.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's going to be a bit dark for a second. Are you okay with that? You won't get scared, will you?
I'm not. Oh, come on, mate. You've stopped now.
Oh, can you see me?
Where'd you go? You're in the dark.
Hang on.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
big spider on the wall there?
Ah! Hang on a minute.
Are you scared of spiders?
Yes. Oh,
Me too.
it's a bit dark now.
I fucking hate.
All right. Okay, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see it.
No, not at all.
Hang on.
Where is it? Oh, yeah,
It's
kind of.
dark. Oh, can you see it now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there it is. Hello.
Yeah. Say hello. Don't be rude.
So how long's it been since you've taken her for a ride?
There's actually, I took her for a ride a couple of days ago to Woolies
Yep.
because I only needed to get something quickly and I thought it was the safest way. Yeah. But
Yep.
then after thinking about it and after what TK, another member of ours, said the other day, you know, that sort of made sense. Like, what if you break down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you're pretty much stuck then, so...
Yeah, so speaking of TK, TK's got a question. Does she have a name? I'm assuming she's talking about your bike.
Nah, have you got a suggestion for me to call my bike?
Have I or our viewers?
Anyone?
The viewers. Oh, there you go. Let's come up with some cool names for the bike. Lol. That's what we got from TK.
Just because it's little doesn't mean you should make fun of it.
It's little like your belly button. It's matching.
Yeah, it is. I call it belly button. Go Ruby's a good one.
So what was the first attraction to riding a motorbike?
Spider.
Hey?
Someone said spider.
Oh yeah, no, that's creepy.
Because I told you I was scared of them.
Marianne said Black Beauty, but yours is red. You got the red tank.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone said Ruby.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. There's a few. Goatee. Seb said goatee.
Yeah, because Seb and I bought in the year of the goat, so we've got this, you know, thing going. Bah!
Right.
Bah, Seb. Bah!
Scarlet Lady. Robot. Robot. Righto. So what was the first thing that attracted you to riding a motorbike?
Well, I think I just really loved it. Like when I was little and my uncle, he lived in Faulkner.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is, but back in the day, they were on a corner block and they had this massive paddock at the front of their place and it had like hills on it. And he had a little mini Honda and we used to go out on that. And I just remember feeling really free.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I've sort of, you know, because my strict parents, I didn't even consider it. But if I was ever offered a dink on a bike, a pillion, I'd be on it. And it was just such a freeing sensation.
Yeah.
So, once the girls at work were talking about it, it sort of sparked me up. And I thought, well, there's nothing stopping me now. Like, I've come out. Nothing else could, you know, can stop me. I don't have to worry about anything. So I just went and did it. And Beck, who's also a member of the Dykes OFF Bikes, we went and got our learners together.
Yeah,
So,
Beck's online at the moment. Hi,
hi,
Beck.
Beck. Love you.
If just for our viewers too, we've got quite a few viewers online. If anyone's got any questions about the club or for Lizzie or myself, like shoot it through, and we'll do our best to keep up and answer. Yeah. So, since you've been riding, has it changed your life? Like, what's changed since you've been riding a bike?
Absolutely. Like, for some reason, when I first got my learners, I was so nervous. Like, I thought it would just be like going back to when I was young, but I was actually quite nervous. But it's just a much freeing experience. It's also changed my life because it's got me to work and back a lot quicker, so that gives me more time.
You don't have to pay parking.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can just take the bike. I think the best thing, like the biggest buzz, is when I go out riding with you guys or the World Women's Relay or anything like that. Just the raw Sheila's shakedown, that was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Love it. And I love it. And the Geelong Pride, did that with a couple of members as well. And, and the public love it. Even though like they're in their cars driving opposite, they'd slow down, wave, they'd have their cameras out, their phones out taking photos. And no, it's just a real sense of community and being a part of something really fun, awesome and fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't get that in a car, do you? You can only get that in a car.
Do you own a car?
Yes.
What sort of car do you drive? It's not a Subaru, is it?
Yeah. Next Trail, a Black Nissan X Trail. So it's as close as a dykey car as I can think of.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
So what do you use more, the bike or the car?
Definitely the bike. Since I've had the bike, which has only been a couple of years, I've done nearly 20,000 Ks on it.
Wow, that's amazing.
I've had riding on it, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we've got Mary Ann's asked, how far and wide are you guys? So I guess for Dykes on Bikes Melbourne, we actually incorporate all of Victoria. So we have members, we have a lot of members in Melbourne. We have quite a few members in Geelong. And we have members around central Victoria, but anyone that is based in Victoria is welcome to be a member of Dykes on Bikes Melbourne. We do get out of the city quite a bit. If you jump on our Facebook page, you'll see that we've done in the last 2 years quite a few different visibility rides. So we've been going to regional areas, which has been really, really fun. And occasionally we do get out of Victoria, and we go, to various parades and stuff like that. And a few of us have even done some overseas trips to overseas pride parades and stuff. So, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But as far as the whole of Dykes on Bikes concerned, our mother chapter is in San Francisco, and I think we've got about 22 chapters worldwide. So we've got chapters there's a couple of different chapters in America. There's Iceland, there's Canada, there's London, there's Sussex, there's Germany. So there's quite a few chapters all over the world. So we are all over the world, and we do have such an amazing sisterhood. Like as I said before, we've travelled overseas, and we've got in touch with the other clubs overseas, and basically just said, hey, we need beds, we need bikes, can you help us out? Can you give us some advice? And the sisterhood is just incredible. We're always there to help each other and hang out and, go riding around each other's cities. So it's absolutely fantastic. Good question. Thank you. Keep them coming. All right, what do we got? Now, we're talking about pride parades. What parades have you ridden in, Lizzie?
So I've done Chill Out a couple of times, and I've done the St Kilda one, Midsummer, once, because the one beforehand I'd only just got my licence. I was a little bit nervous. Yeah. Wasn't keen on doing any U-turns at that stage. Yeah.
So the first parade was Chill Out Festival, which is in Dalesford.
That's right, yeah.
And how was it? How was your first? Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's a really cool parade, isn't it, that one?
Yeah. It was awesome. I loved it. So, and doing it again this year, I just feel fortunate now that we got to do that in light of current circumstances.
It's hard to believe only a few weeks ago we're all
right?
With thousands of people, and now look at us,
Yeah, it's just
incredible.
Crazy. Yeah, but definitely want to, eventually get that Indian and ride that at Mardi Gras in Sydney one time. That'd be fantastic.
I'm sure you will. What was it like in your first Melbourne Pride March this year?
This year?
Yeah, this year you rode? No, last year.
Yeah, last year was my first one at
that's
right. Yeah. That was good. I was a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
Because here comes a U-turn, but I got past that and I've never looked back. but the crowd was fucking amazing. It was
Yeah.
and I just soaked it all in. And
Yeah.
it goes really quick though. Like you just want to keep going. You want to keep doing more laps.
I know. It is over really quick, isn't it?
So
Yeah. It is over really quick. Yeah. Yeah, and it like, cause Melbourne Pride is it's actually really kind of short parade route.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
compared to a lot of the other ones that I've done. Like I've done quite a few all over the world. And yeah, Melbourne is so tiny and short. Like it's just
What's your favourite one, Joe? What's the best one you've ever done in your whole life?
um I've got a few favourites for various reasons. I think my absolute favourite parade is Chill Out Festival, and that was
Really?
that was the first ever parade I'd ridden in.
Yeah.
But there's just something about Chill Out Festival and Dalesford that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
But then, like, I mean, I got to ride in San Francisco Pride in 2013, and that was 2 days after they'd got marriage equality. So, like, I think it was our biggest Mardi Gras. It was incredible. I think our biggest crowd at Mardi Gras was 300,000 people or something, and that year in San Fran, it was 1.5 million people. Like, it was phenomenal. Yeah, it was incredible. There was 9 of us from Melbourne that went over and rode in that one. So that was amazing to be there to witness that part of history as well. Like, so that was really cool.
Up there.
Yeah, and 2 weeks after that, I went down to San Diego and hired a bike down there and rode in San Diego Pride as well. And for me, that one felt very similar to Melbourne, especially the carnival. They're after the Pride March, they have a thing there that's very similar to Midsummer Carnival, but it's after the Pride March, and it felt really homey for me. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But in 2018, I actually got to ride in Reykjavik in Iceland. So that was
Where, man?
Oh, it was incredible. It really, really was. So we had the southernmost chapter and the northernmost chapter come together and ride together. And there was 4 of us that went over and did that, which was just, I still pinch myself and think that I've been to bloody Iceland. Like, who goes to Iceland? But yeah, it's amazing. So and Berlin and Hamburg and stuff like that. So I've done a few, but yeah, definitely my favourite, I think, it will always be Chill Out Festival. So yeah,
best one.
It's just something really cool about Chill Out, isn't there?
Yeah.
So if you had a Pride parade that you could ride in anywhere in the world, like, what would it be? What would be your bucket list?
What
was that?
Before Iceland, no. Before you said about Iceland, I would have said Mardi Gras. I've never even been to Mardi Gras, let alone ridden in it. So
you've never even been?
I've never even been, so I've got to tick that off.
Oh, mate, you got to get your shit together and get up to Mardi Gras. It's incredible.
Yeah, well, hopefully, maybe next year, hopefully.
Yeah.
So
well, I know that we're going to hopefully get up there as a club for World Pride in 2023.
Yeah.
So that'll be really good. But yeah, even next year, if you can get up on that. Yeah,
I'll do it, mate. Like, it seems a little bit ridiculous being a member of Dykes on Bikes and not even having done the Mardi Gras. I've got to do it.
Yeah.
My responsibility.
Mardi Gras is incredible because it's at night time. Like, you start riding just on dusk and you do 2 laps. So by the time you get down, you do the U-turn and come back, it's even darker again because it's actually quite a long parade route. And then, have all the fireworks and the flames. And, like, the crowd's just unbelievable. It really is.
I wonder why we don't have ours at night, considering how hot it is in February for the Melbourne one.
Yeah, I think there's probably a lot of different liabilities and legalities that would go with holding a parade at night time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but yeah, because I think there's like different local laws and stuff during the day as at night time and that. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can put that to Midsummer next time we're chatting to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do
But
completely.
yeah, it's really cool. Highly recommend Mardi Gras. Hopefully you get there next year.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
So what's your bucket list one? Do you reckon that'll be Mardi Gras?
Yeah, definitely. I have to do it.
Nothing overseas that you've seen or?
You know what? I've actually not. The only place I've been overseas has been Fiji. I've really got to put my finger out. But you know, it's been a bit difficult. Like I got married very young and had kids and all that sort of shit. So now that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to travelling with Delicious D down the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, because I'd imagine that there'd be a lot of culture and history in other countries. We're such a young country. Yeah, I'd like to experience that. So definitely want to do these before I'm on a walking stick.
I definitely recommend Iceland. It's amazing. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah. Oh, good work. Tell us something other than motorbikes that you're passionate about.
Well, again, it's my job.
Yeah.
And it's cooking, my kids. That's a bit cliche. I'm passionate about being real and enjoying life. But you've got to have a work-life balance. So, you know, just get out there and have a good time. So, you know, although I like my job, you sort of, you know, you work to live, not live to work.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's hard to find that balance sometimes.
Yeah.
And especially, I guess it would be hard in your position too, because you'd form a bond with these kids as well. So you put a little bit more into it each time, don't you? Give a little bit more of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's so rewarding.
Yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't do it otherwise, would you?
No. Well, they say don't work with kids or animals. So.
Yeah. What are you, mad? If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
Get rid of all the dickhead politicians and start again.
That's a big job.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That would be my thing. Like, you know, the likes of Donald Trump and, you know, those dickheads. Just get rid of the politicians and try and make the world a better place. I feel like a beauty pageant now.
And world peace.
Yeah, and world peace.
So, have you got any pets?
Yes, I've got Cleo.
Where's Cleo?
Hang on, I'll see if I can get her on the screen. Hang on. Here we go. She's fine.
Just Tinder.
Right.
That was Beck. Beck wants us to clone the Kiwi Prime Minister.
I love her. Hang on, can you see Cleo?
Oh, yeah. Cleo's a cat. Why did I think it was a dog?
So funny.
Bagels, come here.
Yeah, that's it. That's
so how old's Cleo?
Oh, she'd be about 15 years old, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She's an old pussy cat. Yeah. She's lovely. She keeps me warm in the cold nights.
When Dee's not there.
Yeah. She steps in and helps out.
Are you reading any good books at the moment?
No, but in light of the current events, I'm thinking that I wouldn't mind getting back into it. As you know, I'm a teacher, but I only graduated about a year and a half ago, so a lot of my reading was academic reading.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd really like to sink my teeth into a good book. Previous books have been all like horror, Stephen King, Dean Koontz.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, biographies. I like reading about, you know, people's stories.
Yeah.
So I can't even tell you what the last book was that I read. It's been, maybe, I can't remember the title of it now. Something, Flying Kites. Something about flying kites. Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Joe?
I struggle to stop long enough to read.
Yeah.
I've actually got a book that I've started at the moment. It's called Think Like, and it's written by my mentor Aaron Sansoni. So, and he studied all the richest people in the world. Like Richard Branson, Bill Gates, Oprah, Jobs, Blakely, Zuckerberg, all that crew. So I'm kind of starting to get into that. I've only just started it, so yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I don't know how I'll go, but yeah, I'll see how I go. But I struggle to sit still long enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you might be able to now.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to catch up. That's what I'm doing at the moment. So, as you know, I'm a pretty busy person, so I've kind of taken this opportunity to slow down a bit and stop and kind of reset a bit and just start planning more, so that when we come out of the other side of this, we can hit the ground running.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, it's a bit tricky. What else have you been doing to fill your time?
A lot of Netflix, so I'm watching Ozark at the moment. Have you heard of that?
What's it called?
Ozark.
I've seen it come up on my Netflix, but I haven't watched it. I just finished watching Tiger King.
Yeah, what's that like? I'm a bit scared to watch that. It'll make me too sad, I think.
Look, I come out the other end of it thinking, what about those animals? But I have no words. Like, seriously, when I got finished that series, I just thought, only in fucking America would you see something like that. Like, it is the most... You couldn't write a script like that. It is just the most bizarre thing I think I've ever watched.
Really?
It's incredible. I'd recommend it. Hey?
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What else have you been watching on Netflix? You got any good Lezo movies that are out and about at the moment? You've been watching or books?
I've got nada. So if people watching have got suggestions, bring it on. Bring it on.
Anyone got any good Lezo flicks we could watch? Send us a message so we can.
Or books.
Oh, books. Yeah, Lizzie needs someone's written here a lesbian starter pack. So Fee, we need some more suggestions for Lizzie's lesbian starter pack.
Yeah. Please and thank you.
Holiday pack. That's what we need. I'm just looking. Have we got any more questions? Oh, Fee, how often do you meet up and where? Well, at the moment, on Zoom, probably once every 2 weeks or something, hopefully. But yeah, probably once or twice a month at least. We have a general meeting every month, and then we have a ride every month as well. So Pride season's just crazy. So it gets really, really busy. We have a couple of weekenders away to catch up. And quite often there's someone in the club that it's their birthday or whatever, or someone's getting married. We had 4 weddings in Dykes OFF Bikes last year. One was overseas. They went overseas and got married, which is really cool. But we had 3 weddings towards the end of the year that we all had to go to. So we while we do club stuff, we all hang out like a lot of the time outside the club anyway. Someone's always having a catch up or a party or
shindig.
Yeah, we've always got something going on, some kind of shindig, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking at these movies that we can be watching tonight.
Nina's Heavenly Delights. Good movie. Sev sent that through. Thanks, Sev. Is that on Netflix? We've got some Portrait of a Lady on Fire. That was one that come out recently, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah. Nina, good on you, Nina. Nina's in Germany. and Nina suggested Frozen. So
Yeah, I know, right? Axe throwing. What?
my dog's barking at the back door. Not sure. Oh, well, that doesn't help, Sev. Sev's got it on DVD.
That's just like torture, Seb.
Bagel. Hey everyone, Joe Bangles back here. I didn't realise it was 8 o'clock already. So what we're going to do, thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been awesome. So what I'll do is I'll just find Lizzie again. Where are you, Lizzie? Go live. There we go. We'll just quickly... Okay, we're just connecting now.
Here I am.
Clearly it completely shuts off after 1 hour, so
We were just having too much fun, Joe.
I know, I didn't realise how quick it went.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we pretty much had done all our questions and stuff anyway, which is really, really cool. Yeah, so we pretty much answered everything. We hope everyone enjoyed our first ever episode of Dykes Off Bikes. It will be in our live, so you'll be able to see it there. So, yeah, I just want to say thanks, Lizzie.
Thanks for having me, Joe. I feel so privileged to be the first one.
So
Even though
good.
I'm like, pick me.
Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome, mate. And yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been fantastic. Same time next Monday night from 7 p.m. We'll see you then for episode 2 of Dykes Off.